calling the Kearns Recreation Center. If you are looking for the fitness center, including the pools, please call Kearns Oquirrh Park Fitness at 801-966-5555. For the front desk, press 0.
Wait while I transfer your call. Kearns Rec Center, this is Brooke.
Hi, Brooke. I was just wondering what time the pool's closed tonight.
Oh, you're looking for the Kearns Oquirrh Fitness Center. Would you like their phone number?
Oh, yeah. I thought that's what this was. What's their number?
Oh, yeah. It's 801
Uh-huh.
966
Uh-huh.
5555. I know it says Kearns Rec Center, but we're just like a daycare here, so.
Okay. Thank you, Brooke. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye.
This is a place.
This is the place?
This is a place. We want to talk about. This is a place.
Thank you for listening to This Is a Place podcast. My name is Brandon.
I'm Nate.
My name is Matt.
And we just want to wish everybody a happy National Eat Your Jell-O Day.
Which is fitting because we consume more Jell-O than any other state in the union.
I think this is a Utah holiday. We've been preparing our whole lives for this. Okay, unpopular opinion. Jell-O sucks.
No.
You don't like Jell-O?
I don't like Jell-O.
Weird.
You need to have my mom's Jell-O then.
Everybody says that. Come on.
My mom made...
Is your mom's Jell-O really that good?
Brandon, what's our favorite drink that we always have together?
You're probably talking about orange cream
soda. So last week my mom made orange Jell-O or orange cream, and then she put Cool Whip on top of it and then slices of mandarin oranges, and it tasted better than the drink.
Sounds terrible.
So good. It was so good. And then for Easter, she always makes Jell-O eggs and you dip them in Cool Whip. Peach is the number one requested flavor. Peach is great, but you didn't even have like chocolate Jell-O growing up. Oh wait, that's chocolate pudding, like pudding Jell-O.
It's the Jell-O brand, but
yeah. Cut that out. I'll sound like an idiot.
You got the pudding pups.
Does your mom have an amazing Jell-O recipe, Nate, or your wife?
My wife makes this pretzel cream cheese strawberry. It tastes like cheesecake.
That one's good.
Sounds
really
amazing.
Good. But she puts like a strawberry Jell-O layered, so that kind of gives you it's good.
I'm not usually one that gets upset by textures, but maybe it's just the texture for me. I just don't like. I'll eat Jell-O. If it's on my plate, I'll do it, but it's just to me it's just a boring addition to a meal.
You know how to make it fun?
Carrots.
Is you put your mouth over it like a suction cup and then go
Jell-O shots?
Or you could suck it up with a straw. Is that Better Off Dead when he's sucking it through his nose?
Ew, I've never heard of
Help
that.
me out, Nate.
Maybe. It sounds familiar.
You know, Charles DeMar, he's always sucking things through his nose. Snow or Jell-O. Pretty sure it's Jell-O that he's sucking up. But, yeah, not my favorite thing. But to all those who do appreciate Jell-O, such as the two of you, I've heard it said that 2/3 of people enjoy Jell-O, and I guess I'm the one that doesn't. It's also second day of Prime Day, if any of you are also keeping track of that. It is National Simplicity Day, so make sure you think make sure you think I can't even say it. I should make this more simple. Make sure you're keeping things simple today. Good grief.
He really struggled.
It's also Etch-a-Sketch Day, National Pecan Pie Day. Let's say, give a shout out to our Tylers out there, National Tyler Day.
Right.
Here's a question. If you could, would you go swimming in a pool of Jell-O?
No.
Have you seen that Mark Rober? He did a whole Jell-O, testing the theory if you could actually turn a swimming pool into Jell-O. Right?
Really?
You seen that?
I think so.
Would you go swimming in Jell-O, Nate?
I would wrestle. I would wrestle in Jell-O.
You would wrestle in
I
Jell-O?
would wrestle.
All right.
But swimming? Yeah, that would be interesting.
What flavor would you wrestle in Jell-O?
Strawberry.
So strawberry's the popular flavor. Matt said peach sounds like it's his favorite, except for that orange one his mom made.
Yep.
Good.
If you're wrestling in Jell-O, you'd want something to complement the sweat,
Ew.
the taste of sweat. Disgusting. That's why I said I wouldn't swim in Jell-O.
Well, you are
Disgusting.
assuming that there's other people swimming with you and that it's from sweaty water or pee-pee water.
Well, I'll tell you what, Matt. The other day I got done playing my hockey game and I ran over to the Kearns pool and jumped right in, washed off in the Kearns pool. The Oquirrh pool.
Okay.
Is that bad? Is that as bad as swimming in Jell-O?
I think you're not alone. I'm sure many people do this. They probably go work out at KOPFC.
You got the KOVFPC, you know me.
They go work out and then they go jump in the pool. So yeah, you're not alone.
Yeah, but I was a little bit on the sweaty side. I sweat quite a
you
bit.
get
when I play hockey.
a little sweaty when you play hockey.
Yeah.
Every year I would do a hockey tournament in Rock Springs, and the highlight of that hockey tournament was you'd have to, the showers were not connected to the locker rooms like they usually are at a hockey rink. You have to walk down. It's a family rec center, so you have to go towards the pool. And inside where the showers are is a hot tub. And so we would all play hockey, go take a shower, and then go sit in the hot tub. And that was probably the highlight of the trip. Buck naked.
So you should probably answer the question once and for all. What is this place called? We heard a phone call at the top of the episode, the intro, that lends to there's some confusion as to what this place is and how you can actually go swimming here and find out the times.
Yeah, I called Kearns Rec Center, which is a place I worked at in high school. I worked at the front desk. And Kearns Rec Center, and even when I tell people this, people have argued with me over this. But I'm telling you right now, Kearns Rec Center is a daycare. They have a few classrooms, and they have a gym. And when I say gym, a court, I'm even scared to say a gym. They have a basketball court, but it's all enclosed in this tiny building. Kearns Rec Center is owned by the county and is a daycare, a full-time daycare. It is not connected in any way to the pools. And so, yeah, working at the front desk, 98, probably 90.
It's not connected to the fitness center.
Or the pools.
Right. Because the
It's
pools are connected to the
It's
fitness
completely
center.
separate. Yeah, it's completely separate building. And 99% of my phone calls that I answered at the front desk were asking about the pools, which on the first day you have Oquirrh Park Fitness Center's number memorized, 966-5555. That's who you
easy.
need to call.
This is true.
So, and sometimes they'll just transfer you there, but my mom still works at the front desk. And last week, a lady got in an argument with her. And my mom said, I can give you their number. And the lady was like, well, this is the right number, but go ahead, I guess. And my mom, we deal with this every day working at the Kearns Rec Center. So we were talking about the Kearns Oquirrh Park Fitness Center, which has
3 swimming pools.
the swimming pools.
It's got 3.
Fitness rooms or the gym.
No, we're not talking about any of that stuff, though. We're talking about the pool.
Sorry,
Yeah,
okay.
We're talking about the outdoor pool.
Yeah,
The outdoor
we have a
pool,
whole
to be
other
specific.
episode reserved for the inside stuff.
Okay.
Right.
So right behind the Kearns Rec Center is the fence for the pool. And one last thing about working at the front desk, behind the pool is the oval, right? So it goes Kearns Rec Center. Right behind that is the fence for the pool. Right behind the pool is the oval where you go ice skating. I was working at the front desk and a kid walked in with his date holding a pair of skates. He's like, "We need to go ice skating." And I was just blown away. Like, look at this building. Does it look like there's an ice rink in here? And did you look at the oval, which is towering over its building behind us? So, yeah, I think I've seen it all.
That's what's so crazy is, like you just mentioned, there's 3 businesses, I guess you could say. There's 3 locations on one campus. And it's like, I think it's crazy how the oval has nothing to do with the fitness center. I just find that weird that they don't.
I thought that if you had a pass, you could have a pass to both of them. It's 2 separate passes?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. And
That's
I think
silly.
if you look online, the oval's address says Cougar Lane, which is not true. It is not on Cougar Lane, because if you're on Cougar Lane, that's Kearns Rec Center. It's further west. You have to go down that side street to get to the oval. So it's all very confusing.
Even more reason why it's confusing. So you can see.
I wish that the fitness center was part of the county and not the city, but oh well.
Yeah, because you've got the county pass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the other
stinks.
thing at the daycare during summer camp. Because we're county, we'd swim free. All the kids would swim free at all the county pools. And we rarely ever went to Oquirrh Park Fitness Center because we'd have to pay to go there. So we'd usually go to Taylorsville, the county pool there. Yeah. They're all just right there bunched together, and they are 3 separate.
It's all a scam is what it is.
Yeah.
But
Well-
it is I guess it's a little bit of a step up from county pools. Maybe that's why they can justify it, I guess. Is it
Sure.
a step up?
The only thing I like about the fitness center pools is that they do have hot tubs, which a lot of the counties don't have hot tubs.
Where are the hot tubs? Inside?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It's like a separate area. I didn't go to the hot tubs. I went a couple weeks ago at this point, and it was my first time in a long time. And
The
you-
outdoor pool?
I went to both. So there's 3 separate pools, right? You've got
You got
I'm gonna
like
say
the
Chomper's
water
Cove.
polo or sorry, go.
Yeah, like the lap pools is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You've got those, and then the outside, which I think they call Chomper's Cove. That's at least what it said on the Get Out Pass. And they've got a logo of a shark. And then they've got the inside pool with the water slide and what do you call it? A whirlpool. And when you went, did you just go to the outside portion?
Yeah, they just rented the outdoor part. And even that, I think it was only really half of the outdoor. They didn't have like the bucket of water being filled up and stuff like that. The kiddie area wasn't really open. Splash
Oh,
pad.
really?
So they just had the diving boards and then that kind of big, what do you call it, family pool area.
Okay, so they had rented out the whole place for the evening?
Yeah, the whole outdoor pool, only for like an hour.
Oh, and
Little over
only
an
an
hour.
hour?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And I got there for the last, like I said, I had a hockey game and I got there for the last like half hour.
So I kind of look at you, Nate, as someone who is daring, someone who is brave. You go off
Yes.
the high dive, the highest point.
So no, they wouldn't let you go to the highest point. I think they let you go to the second to the top.
Really?
But like when I got there, I like went up the thing and then there was just a huge line. They only wanted you at a time. And I thought they were just letting go off the second level platform, which is only like 3 feet higher than the regular diving board to the next to it. So I'm like,
Right.
and nobody's in line for that one. So I just went off the regular diving board, would jump as high as I can, and then go in head first on, what's the word? Pretty like a fish out of water,
Oh, like a
like throwing a fish back into the water.
synchronized diving or something? Not, what do they call it?
I'm not very graceful when I dive, but I love doing it.
Are you going for a cannonball? What
No,
do you call that? No, belly flop.
No, I just jump up and then go in head first. Try to dive, but it doesn't look very pretty.
Okay. What about you, Matt? Do you venture up to the top?
No, the last time I went, I was a teenager, and my friend convinced me to go off the first platform because he said, if you jump on the diving board, you're jumping to the same height as the platform is at, the first platform. So I went off the first one, but I never was brave enough to go off the second, and especially not the third. My brother was like a daredevil, not really, but he would do gainers off the top one, which I think I don't think you're allowed to do, but yeah, I never could do that.
Yeah, I am lucky if I'll make it to the diving board. I'm not a big fan of jumping off of high points into water.
Well,
So
I am.
I'll be the scaredy cat of the group. We went, I don't think you were there, but we used to be in the same neighborhood, and there was a youth activity similar to this one, and they went to the pool, and my wife went off the top diving board, so she was daring enough to do it.
The top one?
Yeah.
Really?
And back then, however many years ago that was, they were at that same activity and let them go to the top and dive off.
Oh.
The highest point I've ever dived off of anything was at Lake Powell. It was probably 30 feet in the air. And when I jumped, I wasn't trying to dive or anything, but my legs went forward and my back started going backwards. And I got an enema.
For free?
Water shot out there. It hurt so bad. It was very painful. I did not stay like straight. My body started to go backwards and it cleaned me out and it really hurt.
Yeah, I've done that, like water skiing, where you just fall incorrectly. You're like, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, this is not convincing me to jump off the top ever, or high points in it.
Running point.
I'd be interested to see how high it is now that I'm an adult. You know, when again last time I was a teenager, it seemed so high, and you think of the movie Never Ending Story when he gets on the diving board and it's a giant waterfall, or it looks like Niagara Falls. Does that ring a bell for either of you?
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, same.
I still know the song though.
So that was always like a fear of mine. And I wonder if I went back now, I would just laugh at how high it is. Although I'd still probably be scared to jump off the top.
Like if you're going feet first, it wouldn't scare me. But if I was going to dive off, I would be scared just because I'm not good at it and how much it would probably hurt. But
I think the thing that always makes me appreciate this pool more is you mentioned it already, but the big bucket that dumps out. Why is that so cool?
because it's the big bucket.
I know, but it's not really, it's just a big thing of water that dumps on you, but to me, it's just so awesome. Am I the only one that thinks that?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, it's very exciting watching it fill up. It's like
Maybe
the
that's part of it,
anticipation.
the anticipation.
Yeah, you don't know when it's
And
going
you
to happen.
You see it to start to tilt, and it gets exciting, and all the kids start screaming and running to get under it.
Yeah.
It's exciting. I know what you mean, Braden.
The thing I
I
learned
can
about
relate.
my daughter this last time taking her is she loves to be in the pool, to do pool things, but she doesn't necessarily like to get wet, which just does not coincide. Or maybe it's more she doesn't like to get the water on her head and face. Because I was
Yeah.
trying to convince her to go with me over to the bucket, and she wanted nothing to do with that. Same as when you're in the inside portion. Well, kind of all over, but they've got slides and stuff that you walk up to, and there's water spraying everywhere. She was not having any of that. Was not a big fan, but my son would do. He'd take it all. He liked everything about it. her favorite thing was, and we probably spent most of our time in the inside. It was pretty windy the day we went, and so the moment you would be out of the water, it was very cold.
Yeah, that sucks.
And so we spent our time mostly inside. We were outside for a little bit and kind of played in that first part when you walk in, and then went on the slide in the playground area one time. But inside, we went in the whirlpool. We went around that thing so many times. That is pretty fun. You've been
a lot of the county recs, a couple of them have that too, where it almost looks like it's supposed to be a hot tub, but it's not. It just swirls you around.
Yeah, they're fun. And you can kind of just float along. You don't have to work for it. So that's nice. And I also took my daughter down. I convinced her to go out on the slide. So they said she could as long as she had flotation devices. So she had some floaties on, so they let her. But I couldn't go up with her, which was kind of lame. So she kind of had to walk up the whole slide by herself, and then she went down it, and I don't think she's expecting to go under the water for a second. She was not happy about that. But she was happy that she accomplished something, and then I showed that I could do it too and went down, and it was it's an all right slide.
Yeah, my daughter was at the pool. Well, all my kids were, all three of them. And my two boys will just keep going off. They went to the platform like 100 times, but they had to wait seriously like 15 minutes each time. Then my daughter came over to the diving board I was on, and it took her like 5 minutes to encourage her to jump off. I'm like, she's done it before. I'm just like, I don't. And then she went up to the platform, did the same thing. I'm like, just jump. But
that's totally me. That was me when I jumped off the first time. And that's what my friend was saying is, you've gone this high before. I just couldn't do it. So I get it.
I get it too. But one thing I learned when I was younger is like, the more you think about it, the more it freaks you out. So it's just like, just go. I don't even look over the edge. I just go. And then like when I'm diving, because like I said, I'm not good at diving. I just run and jump, and I'm going to figure it out on the way down. Hope for the best.
It's not like you can turn back.
Right. But if you think about it, then it just messes with your mind.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of water. I've always been a little scared.
Really?
And I remember one time, it took me the whole time to get the courage to just jump off the diving board. I mean, I was still young. I was like 17, but it just was, it's just scary the first time.
Yeah, I remember going to scout camp and trying to do the swimmer badge, and you have to dive into the pool, and I couldn't do it. Like head first.
Oh, really?
I couldn't do it. Like
you were 17 too?
Huh?
You were 17 too?
That was when I was one of the scout leaders. No, I think I was 12, but
I didn't learn how to dive until I was 21. So
I still don't even know really how to dive. I'll just do it now, but I remember them like doing the whole like kneel over the edge of the pool and go in, and they'd hold my feet, and then I just belly flop in. I don't know, man.
It's an even more vulnerable moment for me now. I took swimming lessons. I joked about being 17 when I dive off, but I really did take swimming lessons at age 16 for my first time. And I took private swimming lessons at Hunter High School.
Oh, really?
And the girl was probably a year or two older than me that taught us.
Yeah, I took there was the neighborhood just below us had a neighborhood swimming pool, and we took swimming lessons there as a kid, and I could never like pass the first class. So for like 3 years in a row, I was with the kids blowing bubbles I just couldn't pass. So, which is funny, like, because now I love swimming. I especially love like natural water. Like if you had a lake or playing in a river or pond, I just love that.
I'm scared of natural water.
I don't like if you go to like a hotel and swimming in a little tiny pool. I'm not a big fan of that. Like anytime my kids are, they can sit in that hotel pool or whatever for hours. But if we ever pick a hotel, it has to have a hot tub right next to it that I can sit in. But we used to go to Florida every year to Orlando to play in a JetBlue softball tournament for my wife's work. And we'd always rent a house with a bunch of other people, like an Airbnb. And it has like a swimming pool in the backyard that's gated off so gators can't get in. But it cost money to heat the pool, so we just wouldn't heat it. But it wouldn't be like super cold. It'd be more like a pond or something like that. And it wouldn't ever be too big. And then the hot tub next to it was never warm either. But anyways, my kids could sit there in that pool for like hours and hours and hours. And I'm like, it's just a small pool. It's like a big bathtub. What are you doing?
It's like a big bathtub, exactly.
But they could do it.
Yeah, swimming's fun. I'm not very good at it, but it's a good time.
It's a cool pool, but it seems pretty expensive just to go one time.
It is expensive. So if you're going to go, it's almost more worth it to just have the pass. I'd assume. I don't know how much it is, but if you're going to go a couple times, you may as well grab the pass. I did, and again, maybe for you, Nate, I don't know if you've activated it yet. I know you have the Get Out Pass, or you have in the past. It does give you one free entrance to Chomper's Cove, so.
Yeah, I do have the Get Out Pass, and I'm like, I've had it for over a year, and I'm like, how long do you have to redeem it? So we shall find out sooner than later.
Well, hey, now you can go. That can be your reason to activate it, so you can go to the pool.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, ooh, I want to go back. Because I do want to go back and try the platforms. Hopefully,
You didn't get very long there, right? So
what's that?
you get to have a very long time playing around, splashing around.
Well, that's the problem.
Taking a bath.
That's the problem, Anyways, I just didn't have a lot of time to waste. I only had like a half hour. I would have gone off the platforms if I would have known we had more time, but we did
Did
not.
people give you a weird look when you started using shampoo to take your bath at the swimming pool?
No, I just brought a bar of soap. I didn't bring the shampoo. Just lathered up and
Under the bucket with all the little kids
Had the sun
Under the bucket.
like, come on.
You
I'm
just
all
sit there
soaked up.
soapy for like 5 minutes.
I just got more weird looks for not having any clothes on. But other than that,
Sounds about right.
that was about right.
I was going to say that's probably a cheap shower for a homeless person, but when they saw you in there, that's probably what they thought you were. Do you guys, when you go to the pool, are you a shirt on person or a shirt off?
Got my answer?
Yeah.
I do wear a swim shirt. I wear two of them. No, I wear a swim shirt, like a long sleeve shirt, if it's sunny outside and I'm going to get sunburned. But I could care less if you think I'm pudgy or whatever. So that night that I was the other night at Kearns or at the Oquirrh pool, I did not wear a shirt because it was nighttime.
Yeah. That's the only reason I wear it is because it's, it's sunny. I don't want to get sunburned. Yeah. That's why I wear it.
It depends for me if the sun's out because I'm allergic to pretty much everything on my skin, including chlorine.
Really?
So I have atopic dermatitis and I react to basically everything. So if it's sunny or if we're like at Lake Powell, I will wear an Under Armour shirt so I don't have to put sunscreen on. I do have sunscreen that I can use, but it's very expensive. So it's easier for me to just cover up. But yeah, we don't really go to swimming pools, and if we do, it'll be indoors. Or our neighbor actually has a pool, and we go there fairly often. We were just there over the weekend because all of his kids have grown up, but he wants his pool to still be used. So we go there pretty often. And there I don't wear a shirt, but it's usually shaded by the time we get there. So I think if there's anything for people to take away from this episode, it is number one, most important. You are looking for the Oquirrh Park, the Kearns Oquirrh Park Fitness Center, and not the Kearns Rec Center.
Don't kill the people's fun, Matt.
That's my message to the world. To all of our listeners, if you are one of those people that call.
It's the confusion that's keeping that front desk open.
So Matt, I have, like Brandon mentioned, the Salt Lake County Rec Center pass. Can I get into the Kearns Rec Center?
There's literally nothing for you to do.
But can I? I'm not saying is there
No.
anything to do.
You would show up and they would be like, "This is a daycare with kids. Please get out of here, you creep."
Why do they call
This-
it a rec center then?
Because
that's
it's a
a bigger
recreation
question.
center. During the weekend, they have rec basketball, like county
Okay.
basketball leagues, junior jazz, whatever.
I
They
played
do indoor
played,
soccer
foot-
there.
yeah, soccer. I played indoor soccer there.
Yeah, exactly. So it is still a county rec center, but for the whole entire week, it is a daycare from open to close. They might have a few classes at night in the gym, like county ballet or dance classes. Probably not ballet, but dance classes. But yeah, Nate, if you showed up, they wouldn't know. My mom wouldn't know what to do.
She wouldn't know what to
tell
do
you-
with you.
She'd tell you to leave.
I would just go to hang out with your mom.
You can do that.
That would be
She's
a
very
fun.
nice.
That'd be a fun time. His mom's
She
a good
gets
time.
along. Yeah. She gets along with everybody. I used to prank call her before my name started showing up. I'd call her at work all the time. And one of the best times I got her is she answered. And if she recognized my number, she'd say, "Hi, Matthew," or something like that. But she said, "Hello." I could tell it was her business voice. She didn't recognize my number. And I said, I don't remember the exact first name, but I said, like, "Is Amanda Wall there?" She's like, "Amanda Wall? I don't think there's an Amanda." And I was like, "Oh, is it Julie Wall?" She's like, I don't know if there's a Julie. Let me go check. And then I felt bad because she actually went and checked. She came back. She's like, "No, there's no Amanda or Julie Wall here." And I said, "Are there any walls there?" She's like, "I don't think so." And I said, "Then what's holding the roof up?" And she hung up on me. So I called her back and she's like, "I hate you. I hate you. I hate you." It was so funny.
Okay, the real takeaway from the episode is everybody call and prank call Matt's
Oh,
mom.
great. Yeah.
Ask
There
her
you
if
go.
the refrigerator's running. I do that one every time she answers.
Well, you better go
Did you
catch
guys,
her.
are you guys old enough to have seen Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh, yeah. I
Okay.
love that movie.
So I used to, back before caller ID at our office, when I either call my office or our assistant, I used to, "My name is Job." She'd call for it every time. Because we did a lot of like Spanish people back then. I'd be like, "My name is Job." Anyways.
I thought you were going to say you'd answer and go, "Hello."
What's that?
Anyways.
That movie's underappreciated.
Is it, though? I think it's a pretty big, like, everybody loves it.
Is it?
There's
Alright.
this scene that I don't know if it's, I need to go back and watch it because there's this scene that is very inappropriate for a kid's movie like that.
When he's
where-
peeing?
When he's eating dinner with 007, Pierce,
Pierce
his character.
Brosnan?
And he's talking about her, his ex-wife, having a machine in the bedroom.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's an
Oh my
actual or if it's
gosh.
taken out. I'll find it. I'll send it
I don't
to you.
recall that at all.
He's like, it's like a freaking jackhammer, except he's doing the voice.
Actually,
Isn't I think I read the
I
other
don't
day too, when his dentures fall out, like that wasn't supposed to happen, but he just kept playing with it. So you can see like all the other actors like starting to break character and laughing about it.
I don't know. I haven't seen that. I haven't
Which
watched it in a
reminds
long
me-
time.
Did you, the Office ladies, when they talk about the "It's Your Birthday" episode with Dwight and Jim taking over. Come on.
What happened?
They said that was like they had to like stop production for like 20 minutes because Jim and Dwight couldn't stop laughing. What's their names? Couldn't stop laughing during that.
Oh,
Episode.
because they just kept breaking?
Yeah, it kept breaking character. And even like Mindy or whatever, she couldn't stop laughing either. They said it was like the hardest episode to film because everyone was just like cracking up.
Yeah. That's always fun
It's
to
your
see.
birthday?
That was my sick movie. So every time I was sick, Mrs. Doubtfire would be my go-to. But I haven't
Oh,
watched it
really?
in years. So I'll need
Neither
to
have I.
revisit that one.
It made me sad to think that parents would get divorced. That'd be hard. And here I am. Divorced.
And I couldn't be happier.
Like, my dad never, I don't know. At least I don't know he ever dressed up like a woman. Maybe he did.
He didn't care enough about you to fake that he was a woman.
Yeah. That was too
man.
old.
But hey, that movie has a pool scene, just like the pool we've talked about today. And
That's
everybody,
true.
call Matt's mom. Visit Chomper's Cove or whatever it is. KOPFC.
Go to Kearns Rec Center.
Go to
Enjoy the
Kearns Rec
pool.
Center. Say, I
we
am
need to
John.
go. We need to. Does your mom know Brandon?
Yeah, very well.
Oh, dang it. Because I think it'd be hilarious if me and Brandon just show up with our swim towels and
Speedos.
then
Yes,
say, we swear we
amazing.
called in and they said you were open till whatever.
And argue with her.
Yeah.
No, we called and they said the pools were open.
You told me.
You. we all three of us should go. We'll wait outside while we watch you do it.
Well, okay, sorry. But if I were you, Matt, I would have totally answered the questions wrong, knowing that people are going to show up to the pool part and be mad that somebody told them whatever. Like today is ring.
They'll say, I called. They'll be like, oh, you called the wrong number.
Today's ladies' night and everybody gets, girls get in for free.
That'd be
Something
good.
like that, right?
That'd have
And
been
so when
good.
they come in, like, who are they going to blame, right? Like somebody here told them all this false information. So I would have done that.
Thanks for listening to This Is a Place podcast.
And this was a place we just talked about.
Bye now. Bye-bye. Am I not supposed to? I thought you guys told me to say bye now.
Just do like,
I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Bye now.
I know what to
know.
do with my hands.
I don't know my hands.